to Madame Tussaud's Wax Museum. We have the world's best wax statues, from staring celebrities to freedom fighters. We have them all. Today we'll be starting off with our freedom fighters.
Around 73 years ago, on the historic date of 15th August 1947, India became free from British domination. It was the culmination of numerous movements and struggles that were rife throughout the time of British rule.
This independence was achieved through the efforts of many revolutionary freedom fighters. So let's go see and learn a little about them.
Today we will be seeing Mahatma Gandhi, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Mangal Pandey, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Lord Macaulay and Tipu Sultan.
First in line, we have Mahatma Gandhi, who was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political ethicist who employed the non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule.
It will be, after all, an at best paper solution. But immediately you withdrew that wedge. The domestic ties, the domestic affection, the knowledge of common birth. Do you suppose that these will count for nothing? Where Hindu and Muslim and Sikh always war with one another. When there was no British rule, when there was no English face seen there. We have chapter and verse given to us by Hindu historians and Muslim historians to say that we were living in a comparative peace even then.
Next we have Rani Lakshmi Bai, who was an unforgettable warrior in the history of India. She dressed up as a man, she fought a fierce battle and was killed in combat.
The British and I both won the city of Jhansi. The only difference is that they want to rule over it and I want to serve my country.
The first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He worked hard with Mahatma Gandhi during the freedom struggle. He was a great leader and one of the masterminds behind modern India.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny. And now, the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. Not wholly or in full measure, but very subsequently. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. Jai Hind!
Next we have Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey was an Indian soldier under the British who was associated with the revolt of 1857. His attack on British officers on 29 March 1857 marked the beginning of the revolt.
When you protect your country, religion is protected itself. Jai Hind!
Raja Ram Mohan Roy was an Indian reformer who was one of the founders of Brahmo Sabha, the precursor of Brahmo Samaj, a social religious reform movement in the Indian subcontinent. He was given the title of Raja by Akbar II, the Mughal emperor.
Truth and virtue do not necessarily belong to wealth and power and distinctions of big mansions. It is necessary that some changes should take place in their religion. To abuse and insult is inconsistent with reason and justice.
Next we have Thomas Babington Macaulay, who served on the Governor General's Council and was instrumental in making English medium of instructing for higher education in India.
I have traveled across the length and breadth of India and have not seen one such person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth which I had seen in this country, people of such a caliber, that I do not think we will ever conquer this country until we break the very backbone of this nation. That's her spiritual and cultural heritage. So therefore, I propose that we should at first break her education system, her culture, For if the Indians think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem and their native culture, and they will become what we want them to be, a truly dominated nation.
Tipu Sultan, also known as Tipu Sahib or the Tiger of Mysore, was the ruler of the Kingdom of Mysore and a pioneer of rocket artillery. Tipu Sultan, celebrated as a hero of colonial resistance, was defeated by the forces of British East India Company in the Fourth Anglo-Mysore War.
It is far better to live like a lion for a day than to live like a jackal for 100 years.
That was about some of our great leaders.
We sincerely thank Devananda, Aishwarya, Kritika, Advait, Ansia, Sikha and Afra for joining us today.
Thank you for being patient throughout the tour. Be sure to come back and visit us again. With that being said, I would like to end our tour here. Thank you and have a good day.